Hello, students. So, as I always tell you that understand the basic law very well. Also understand how to calculate the physical quantities involved in it, and also know how it happens in nature. Then apply it. Then do the application. So here is one law of conservation of angular momentum. Look at this. Suppose you are given there's a solid cylinder of mass m and radius r. Mass m and radius r, and it is given a velocity v in the v naught in the forward direction, and the surface is rough, although they are not giving you the coefficient of friction, but they say surface is rough. Now the question is that what will become its velocity when it begin to start pure rolling. जब इसकी प्योर रोलिंग स्टार्ट होगी तो अब इसकी वेलोसिटी क्या होगी? तो आप देखिए स्टार्टिंग में आपने केवल v नॉट से स्लाइड कराया, जैसे ही आप स्लाइड कराएंगे, आई एम टेलिंग यू द हाउ इट हैपेंस इन नेचर, तो यू अंडरस्टैंड की फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन पीछे की ओर लगेगा। फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन क्या होगा? पीछे की ओर लगेगा। तो फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन का टॉर्क इसे इस ओर का रोटेशन देगा, और फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन इसकी वेलोसिटी को क्या करेगा? कम करेगा। प्योर रोलिंग के लिए क्या चाहिए? इसकी एंगुलर वेलोसिटी जो ओमेगा हो जाएगी बाद में, वो v शुड बी इक्वल टू व्हाट? ओमेगा इनटू r। वेलोसिटी v शुड बी इक्वल टू व्हाट? ओमेगा इनटू r, जब इसकी प्योर रोलिंग स्टार्ट होगी, है ना? अब now we come to the calculation part and the law is what? If there is no external torque, the angular momentum of the system will be conserved. If there is no external torque, the angular momentum of the system will be conserved. Now we come to the calculation part, the angular momentum. You see, all the forces are passing through this point, mg, reaction n force of friction. So torque of all the forces about the lowest point is what? Zero. Hence, angular momentum will be conserved about this point. This is the law. Now calculation of this physical quantity. Initially about this point, the angular momentum is what? mv naught r. This is what? mv naught. So this is what I tell you that you should know to calculate the angular momentum in all cases, particle के लिए, rotating body के लिए, और rolling body के लिए. So about this point, initially it's what? mv naught r. Now after some time, when its velocity becomes v, जब इसकी velocity v हो, and angular velocity becomes omega, and it starts pure rolling, तो फिर इसका इसी lowest point के about angular momentum will be mvr plus I omega. It's a solid cylinder. I is half mr square, and in pure rolling, omega will be v by r. So this becomes mv naught r is equal to this r are cancelled. So there's 2 plus 1, that is what? 3 by 2 mvr. This is what? 3 by 2 mvr. So velocity v becomes 2 by 3. Velocity v becomes what? It becomes 2 by 3. V naught is the velocity, right? So this is what I focus upon कि आपको what you should know, what the law is. फिर उस law में you always know that in physics some physical quantities are involved, and you should know in all conditions how to calculate those physical quantities. When you know those things, then realize a phenomenon in nature, like how will it happen. And that's a very good habit, to realize a phenomenon how it happens in nature. If this velocity is given the sliding velocity in the beginning, later on after some time its pure rolling will start, and look at the nature, force of friction will be in the backward direction, its torque will start omega, right? And this velocity will be decreased. So initially this relation v equals to omega into r is not being fulfilled, but after some time, velocity is decreasing, omega is increasing, so v will become equal to what? Omega into r. And this law will become up, and the pure rolling will start. So there's the solution. I'll keep giving you so many other problems like this. So the velocity v becomes here what? Velocity v becomes equal to 2 by 3 v naught. Alrighty, students. Hope you understood.